shopping this much is not healthy, and this is not me bragging because I don't feel proud, I feel embarrassed, but I wanted to share with you that I fell into the retail therapy trap, and I'm not very happy about it, but I'm going to work hard so that I can remedy it and not do it again. Maybe treat my issues rather than the symptoms. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is a makeup haul. I'm going to be sharing with you everything I purchased since the last haul that I filmed, which was in early May. Early May was a horrible month, and it led me to not film anything up until very recently. I've been planning to talk about it in some videos so that it won't be just like one huge awful video for me to film, because it takes me back to a time that I don't really want to go back to. But I'm just going to spread the feelings that I have about me here and there in small chunks. But today's video is a happy one because actually it's an embarrassing one, because I dealt with my negative feelings symptomatically, and I bought an insane amount of makeup for just May, June, July, August and September. So just 5 months, and I bought a ton of makeup, and I'm apologizing to my bank account, I'm apologizing to myself and to you for having to see someone use shopping as a distraction instead of treating the issue that they have. But the purpose of today's video is just to kind of like showcase the beauty items that I bought and give a brief review. Let's do it. Let's get started. At the beginning of the year, I told myself that I wasn't going to make any brush purchases until I lost a brush. I took some brushes with me to a salon to get my hair done for my brother's engagement, and I feel like I must have left a brush there. One of my favorite brushes to use for cream shadows. And so I wasn't going to repurchase it because it was like 150 shekels for one concealer brush. It was a little bit crazy, so I decided to find a similar brush, and that is when I landed on the Kiko Milano brush in the number 02, which looks like a round buffing brush. And this is what I use now for cream shadows, and I also use it to smudge the cream or liquid lipstick that I have from Cosmetics, and I really like it. It is, I feel like it's not the best constructed like wand. I feel like it's a little bit like flimsy and lightweight, but the brush itself is great for the purpose that I purchased it for. And since I was in the mood for buying a brush, I decided that it's time to try a brush that I've been wanting to try for a while, and it's from Real Techniques. It's the Real Techniques 402 setting brush. I've been trying this for highlighter. I've tried it twice. I really like it. I don't know what else I can do with it. Maybe I can film a video of doing my entire face with this. What do you think? I feel like this can do so much. Maybe this would be a beautiful contouring brush. I have a feeling that it will be great also for like under eye powder. Oh my gosh, the different things you can do with this. It's probably like a chameleon of a brush, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's it for brushes. Next, let's talk about complexion. There's only one complexion product, and it's actually a foundation. I decided to declutter, so many D's. I decided to declutter the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I used up more than half of it, and every time I use it I just don't like the way my face looks. So I decided to try the Catrice the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. It is the foundation that's on my face. It doesn't really match my face that well. I don't know if I want to buy the next shade so that I can mix the two of them. I haven't made up my mind yet. I might. But I mean, it's a beautiful foundation. Wow. The finish, how it feels, how it lasts. I don't have anything bad to say about this. It's so pretty. And I already like the Catrice HD coverage foundation, the one that comes with a pipette. This is stunning as well. I feel like Catrice make beautiful, beautiful foundations. And this is incredible. Okay, next up, let's do some, let's talk about this. This is a Smashbox Always On Cream to Matte lipstick, clearly, in the shade Out Loud. I have bought this not too long ago, actually, maybe like a week ago. This is the color. I have already worn it in a video before, I think, and I just think that this is a very nice lipstick. However, it behaves like a liquid lipstick. So once it sets on your lips, it becomes almost transfer proof. So if you like smudge your lip or something, it almost like barely any of it will transfer onto the surface of whatever it is that your lips are touching. But the more that you rub your lips together like that, the more that it will start to feel like it creates some kind of odd peely texture. It won't peel and it won't start to show the color like fading or peeling off, but you're gonna start to feel like there's some kind of a weird, almost grainy texture on your lips. It's a little bit weird. That being said, the color is impeccable. If you don't do this too much, it is a beautiful lipstick. You just have to know that when you wear it, just be conscious of how you rub your lips together, because the more you do this, the more that this is going to start to annoy you a little bit. So although I do really like it, I do acknowledge that I see many people not really enjoying it, but I do enjoy it a lot. Okay, next is this. This is a Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow. I purchased it back when it was time to pre-order. I think within the first couple hours I already had placed my order for this and another product that I will talk about soon. This is the Elevated Glow in the shade Crystal Nebula, and it looks like this in packaging. Wow, incredible. The product is not perfect, and I will tell you why. If I use it over top of a foundation, it picks up my foundation from underneath, so you feel like there's foundation missing in the areas that there is this highlighter. However, on bare skin, it looks absolutely the best. It's the best liquid highlighter for no makeup or no foundation makeup. So if you're not the type to wear foundation every day, or you're not the type to wear foundation at all, this is absolutely beautiful. It looks very, very soft and refined and gives like this soft focus blurry effect on the face. Really, really gorgeous. I really, really like it, and the color Crystal Nebula is really, really, really nice. Overall, I'm a huge fan. Not over foundation though, that's the thing. Okay, next up, let's do this. So I have purchased a bundle, you can say, from Salt New York. I don't know if they call it bundle or kit, but it's something that you can make, and then there's a code for when you get this whole thing like bundled up. only get a whole kit, so they can get like maybe 15 or 30% off, which is what I did. I bought 4 shades of the, whoa, what did I do? Oh, now I have some of the blush inside my nails. How gross. So I decided to get myself 4 of the Salt New York cheap products. A highlighter, a blush, a bronzer, and the contour. There's only 1 shade of the contour. There are plenty shades. There's only 1 shade of the contour. It's just called contour. There are some nice varied shade of the bronzer, as well as the highlighter and the blush. The blush looks like it's a little bit too dark for me, but I feel like the blushes that they make are on the sheer side. They're easy to sheer out and they're easy to build up if you feel like it. I don't feel intimidated by the blush, even though it looks really, really dark and deep in the pan. The highlighter is really soft and it looks like it's coming from within. It's really, really special, and I feel like the formula is really nice and not sticky at all. It's beautiful to apply. You can even apply it on top of your like full-on base products, and you won't feel it picking up anything from underneath, which is one of my biggest issues with the Lisa Eldridge one. The contour, stunning. The tone, perfection. As a nose contour, it's just perfect. It's beautiful. And the bronzer is absolutely my favorite cream bronzer in the entire world. I don't have anything negative to say about them. Even the packaging, even this palette feels sturdy. There is a mirror inside. The zipper is easy to zip up and undo. I love it a lot. And I'll tell you the shades. I feel like I've mentioned the shades in some of my previous videos, but just in case this is your first time watching me, this is the shade Beige, the highlighter. This is the shade Spice, which is the blush. This is the shade Light Medium, which is a bronzer. And this is the shade Contour. Overall, I am a huge fan. I love these. Okay, next up, I'm not really doing them in any order. It's just the way that it's organically flowing. Next up is the Pupa Milano Extreme Blush Glow in the shade 200, which is a beautiful pinky blush. I was looking for a pink blush because the one that I had, I wasn't really as much in love with as I used to be with another Pupa blush that I used to have in the past that I broke twice, and then the second time that I broke it I was too lazy to fix it. And I was like, it's just a pink blush. How hard can it be to find a pink blush that I like? Apparently, it was harder than I thought. So I went on without wearing pink blushes for maybe like 2 years. I didn't wear pink blushes for 2 whole years because I just didn't love the pink blushes that I had. But then I realized that Pupa came out with another pink blush. And I was like, okay, I like Pupa blushes. And my favorite pink blush was also from Pupa. Maybe I should try this. And I really, really, really like it. However, it is a little bit of a duochromatic one. It tends to shift some kind of like yellow gold in some lighting. So it's not absolutely perfect in terms of color, but it gives me the effect that I'm looking for. And for now, it will do, and I will wear pink blushes again. I really, really like it. It's just not as perfect as I think it was called Like a Doll blush from Pupa. But if you have Pupa in your area, I really highly recommend trying their blushes. They are nice, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, maybe this is going to be my last blush. I think so. This one is the second Lisa Eldridge product that I purchased when she launched her second or third or whatever product launch. And it's the Lisa Eldridge Enlivening Blush. Blush Coupe d'Eclat, like face maybe. And the color that I have is called Dante's Dream. It's a nice color, a really, really nice color. It kind of looks similar to the eyeshadow that I have on, which I'll talk about a little bit later in the video. But I hate the formula. I really, really hate the formula. I feel like it's patchy, it doesn't blend easily, it can pick up product if you are a little bit aggressive with blending it, which sometimes I feel like I have to be aggressive to blend it perfectly. I am still trying to learn to like it. It is one of the products that I really, really want to like it, because I really, really like Lisa Eldridge, and I think that there's no way that she would come up with a product that is almost impossible to blend. I mean, the lip gloss that I had from her and Decluttered, I can see that people might have different gloss preferences, but when it comes to something as basic as a simple cream blush that it just needs to blend, I really don't know how people would have a preference that they would prefer a blush that's almost really, really, really impossible to blend. I'm confused, but I'm still trying with it because it is Lisa Eldridge. Had it been anyone else, I can't promise that I would have tried so hard and would have continued to try so hard. Okay, so I think that everything else that I have in front of me, which is a lot, is eye products. So brace yourself, because there's at least 10 products in front of me. First one being a powder eyeshadow, single eyeshadow from Jade Cosmetics. It's the Jade Cosmetics metallic eyeshadow in the shade 231 Champagne. I already had one of these in the shade Gold Gleam, but I really, really wanted this because it was like a lavendery taupe. There's some coolness to it, and I'm into some cool eyeshadow looks lately. I have been, and I just really liked the formula of the one that I already had, because it was really, really finely milled, and the sheen was not very, it didn't look like texture, it looked like glow. I don't know if that makes any sense, but let me see if I can maybe show you. Does it, can you see it? Okay, maybe if I swatch it on the back of my hand, you can see what I mean. See, it looks very smooth and very sheeny and really easy to blend, and it looks like a glowy product as opposed to a shimmery product, which is why I decided to purchase it, and it hasn't disappointed me really. But I will say that when I use this, I tend to like to use it over top of some of the products that I will show you as we proceed. So this is one of those products that I like to use as a topper over top of something grippy like a shadow stick, which is a product that I coveted as of late and purchased quite a few of. So just be prepared. Okay, I really didn't think I was going to buy any palettes this year, because I wasn't in the mood for any eye makeup at the beginning of the year, at least not until recently. But let's say that I made some heavy purchases. I purchased 2 Natasha Denona palettes. The first one being the bronze palette, which looks like this. I have used it maybe like 3 times since I got it. It's just, you know, I'm not a very consistent eyeshadow wearer, and when I do wear eyeshadows, I don't tend to like reach for 5 different shades. I tend to reach for a creamy base and a shimmery top coat, which is what this really has been used for. I am dying to create a look using these 2 shades at the bottom. That hasn't happened yet, but those 2 shades at the bottom are like, beyond beautiful. I will do that maybe and film it. Let me know if you'd like to. Okay, next one is the Glam palette, and it looks like this, I mean, you've seen these before. This was the palette that I used for my brother's engagement. I didn't buy a dress or shoes or anything for my brother's engagement, so I treated myself to these two palettes. I really liked the look. It's very sultry, and I'm not someone who likes to create many cat eye shaped looks, but I feel like this makes me want to kind of create this cat eye look, maybe some kind of feline type of thing. I really like it, and I feel like the formula is really impressive. It hasn't disappointed me yet, which is always a good thing. I appreciate something that doesn't disappoint. Okay, right now is the time that we address my unhealthy addiction, which is cream eyeshadows. I bought all of these and all of these. Let's start talking about these. These are the Smashbox Always On cream shadows. I actually have the shade Guava as a blush, a lip color, and my eyeshadow Clearly. I love them so much. I have 4 shades. I have the shade Guava, as I said. Wow, stunning shade. I have the shade Sienna, perfect for this time around. I have the shade Taupe and Amber, which I feel like are perfect for any day of the year, regardless of the weather, the season, regardless of what you're even wearing, because they are neutral and they go with everything. The formula is impeccable. They blend like a dream. I mean, you can blend them on your cheeks. That's a tough feat to stack up to. Like, it is not easy for an eyeshadow to blend without looking too heavily pigmented all over the areas that you might want to apply that color. And for Guava to look like this gorgeous flush of pink, but not so intense, that is very impressive. I love these because they are very long lasting, they are very easy to use, they are comfortable wherever you apply them. I'm just a huge fan. I love these so much. Okay, then I decided to try this. This is from a brand locally here called Soft Touch, and it's a metallic touch lip and eye stick, and I got the shade 404, which is a beautiful copper. It's like more of a golden shade than copper, but here it is. I am slightly obsessed with eyeshadow crayons, and this is one of my go-to products for the daily. Just like take one of these, draw, scribble something on my lids, and with my fingers just like blend out the edges and head out the door. Beautiful products. This is really nice. It says that you can use it on your lips and your eyes. Frankly, I will never use something metallic on my lips because anything metallic accentuates lines, and my lips aren't made of, I don't know, ceramic. They're not ceramic lips, they're human lips, and human lips have lines, and I would rather not have something so unflattering on them. No. Okay, that's not enough. Then, how many sticks did I buy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I bought 8 eyeshadow sticks in about 4 months. Am I crazy? Most likely. Okay, next up is the Deluca shadow stick in the shade 403, and it's like this light champagne neutral gold. I don't really know if you can see it. It's literally right here. I hope you can. I can't tell because the screen is tiny. I can tell that it's still filming, but it's very small and I can't really see. But this is it. As you can see, it's much more neutral than the Soft Touch one, and it's much more light. It works beautifully for like a my lids but better type of look, and it also looks beautiful in the waterline. It brightens without looking like a stark white line in my waterline, and I love it. I really, really love it. Okay, so far almost everything has been successful, right? Let's talk about the Pupa cocktail party in, I mean, I have two shades. I have the shade 800 and 600, or 8 and 9. I really don't know. I can't tell. But let's talk about them. So this is the shade either 800 or 8. And it's really, really pretty. It's right here. I hope you can see it. And this is the shade 600 or 9. I really don't know. It's here. Look at that. That's gorgeous, stunning, breathtaking, everything. Okay, so these make gorgeous eyeshadows and potentially the worst, most irritating liners in your waterline. If you use them in your waterline, prepare to feel like your eyes are burning and prepare to see them turn red. A red that's possibly darker than this, darker than my wallet, and prepare for it to be the worst, most uncomfortable eye product that you've ever applied on your waterline. Even on the lids, although I can tolerate it, it feels like you apply a lip plumper on your eyelids. It's tingly and cooling. And that's fine on my lips and I can tolerate it, but on my eyelids it's a little bit uncomfortable. But it does tend to feel better after about 15 to 30 minutes, which is a lot for something to still feel tingly and cooling. But I can tolerate it on my eyelids. If you have very sensitive eyelids, I don't recommend them. And regardless to how sensitive your eyelids are, don't use them in your waterline, because you will regret it. Your eyes will regret it and you will feel some very uncomfortable feelings on your eyelids. It's not a good idea, trust. Finally, the last 4 are all from Kiko Milano, and I have 4 different shades. It started out with 2, and then it started to evolve and grow, and now I have 4 that I have purchased in just 4 months. I think that I might have purchased them all just in August and September. I'm not very sure. Okay, so let's swatch all of them. We have the shade 46, which is like a gorgeous duochrome. Let me show you. This is beautiful. It starts to look like some kind of an ordinary gray, but then you start to see the purple shift. Absolutely stunning. Then we have the shade that I'm the most obsessed with, and it's the shade 55, and it's a copper. It's a gorgeous copper. I purchased it to use in the waterline because I couldn't use the copper from Pupa, and it gives me a similar effect. It's not a dead-on dupe to the Pupa. I feel like the Pupa one is more darker, but maybe like it will give me that same effect, I hope. I'm not going to talk myself to buying more because my drawer doesn't fit more eyeshadow crayons, let's say that. But I love them nonetheless. Then we have the shade 5, which is a lot of people's favorite shade when it comes to this product. This is a beautiful taupey, purpley, pinky shade right here. And finally, my favorite fun, different kind of product is the shade 56. It's a burgundy, and let me tell you, I can't wait to film with it because I have this idea and I will show you. when the time comes. But it's so insanely beautiful. Wow. The thing about Kiko eyeshadow crayons that I love is that I feel like the colors tend to be more unique than Meluka, for sure. And they are definitely more unique than my Pupa sticks, the ordinary ones, the ones that I've had before, because they have a different type of sparkle to them, and they are long lasting, especially if you use a primer underneath and you set them with a complementary shadow over top. If you use them on their own, unprimed, there will be some creasing, there will be some fading, but if you use them with a primer, they will last maybe for like 8 hours without creasing, but then they will eventually crease, and if you set them with a complementary shadow, you've got them there all day. They are even more long lasting in my waterline than they are on my actual lid, which is a little bit odd, but I can imagine that maybe they don't work well with oils, and your eyelid is definitely more oily, whereas your waterline is more watery, hence, you know, tears and waterline and everything. That's my own like analysis, you can say. But overall, I am very happy with everything that I've purchased aside from this. This is definitely not a good product in my opinion. And although I really like them on my lids, but because I hate them on my waterline, I would say that these need some tweaking, but I'm still going to use them. I love how they look on my lids. So these are, how many products? I think I must have said something like 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 in about 4 months. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Oh wait, there are my two huge palettes from Natasha Nona, so 23. Wow, that's embarrassing. That is really embarrassing. But I feel like I've lucked out with mostly good products. I feel like I've made good purchasing decisions. Like if anything, I haven't bought any duds. That's a good thing, right? But I should definitely calm down and start buying less. I feel like next month, or for October, I'm planning on buying just a few more Danessa Myricks eye products and one more of her Vision Flush. I want to buy the shade Celebration when it comes to the eyeshadows, and also maybe the shade, she has like some neutral line, and maybe the shade 7 is like this mustardy shade, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I'm planning on getting. And like, this is not very important for me as Celebration and number 7, but if I feel spendy, I might get Milky Way from the foil range. That's a possibility. And I would like to get the shade Ballet Slippers, or is it Tiara? I don't remember, but this champagne shade that you can use as highlighter from the Vision Flush range. I love the Vision Flush more, and I use it more than the Color Fix, but I would like to get Celebration because I feel like Iconic, which is what I have from the range, is a little bit too party for what I'm going for when it comes to what I'm comfortable with wearing on the daily. But I've talked your ears off, I feel, with this long ass video, so I'm going to go and wish you a wonderful day wherever you are, and hope that you've enjoyed my video. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. If you liked the video, definitely subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you very soon. Let me know what you've bought recently and how you feel about it.